Hello everyone and Happy New Year! This week I thought it will be fun to look into the processes and fun techniques that we made during 2024 and organizing them into something that will make it easier for you to find them. I love YouTube, but sometimes it feels like it's so disorganized and it's so difficult to find a thread of videos that you want to watch by a certain creator, like let's say me. It's a little confusing, to say the least. I know there's the option for a playlist, but very often it's very difficult to find the next chronological or similar video in on the playlist. Chronological. That's a tough one for me to say. So yeah, it's definitely a video I'm making for you, but let's be honest, it's also a great video for me. So I can look and see what I achieved and what I made during 2024 and kind of document and see my journey throughout the year. So I guess it's also for me. But I'm actually making it for you, really. So all the tutorial videos I'm going to share with you here are going to be listed in order below this video. So this list will make it easier for you to find any technique you're interested in or want to check it out. Either way, I think it's going to be a fun video of sharing techniques of creating art using our own photos or images and an easier way for you to follow. So if this sounds interesting to you, come join me now in my studio and let's see what happens. So the first one we're going to see actually got me started on a new path of creating art from my own photo transfers. Until that point, I was mostly making what I would call photo art, meaning the photo was the main subject of the piece. I hope I'm making sense here. But during 2024, I started pushing my photos into a new world, into a new land, if you will. And I was trying to make them look more like paintings, like abstract paintings. At least that's what I try to do. So in this video, we're going to turn our photos to something artistic on wood. And I think you will find it is great for anybody who wants to include imagery or photography in their art, or someone who wants to create art, but just like me, they can't draw or sketch, or they just don't like that step, or they don't know where to start. So hopefully you'll find this video very useful for you. I started the process by creating a collage background on a wood panel. And in the full video, I actually show how I made these collage papers. After the collage was ready, I printed my photo on a standard printer paper and transferred my photo onto the collage background. That's pretty much the most tedious part of the process, but I actually enjoy it. I even find it quite relaxing. And now it's time for my favorite part of the process. So if you want to watch the whole process with more details, check out the link below. This video is titled Art with Photography, and it is first on the list. So this was nice and quite fun. Next video is actually my very favorite technique to make art from my photography. In this tutorial video, we're going to see how to make a very colorful, semi-abstract art piece using our own photos and watercolor crayons or sticks. And I usually start my semi-abstract pieces with an underpaper. What's underpaper? Let's see. Underpaper is basically the paper we use directly below our artwork in order to protect our work table, especially when we use paint. I only assume most artists use something to protect their workspace. So instead of using a newspaper or plastic or anything else disposable, I actually use a large, nice paper like a drawing or printmaking paper. And I often use the underpaper not just as a protection from paint, but I also use it to test stamps, stencils, I try new supplies I have, or I write myself a reminder. And then over time, these papers become so beautiful and are ready to become a nice background for some artwork. So yeah, in this video, we're going to use the underpaper as the background for our photo transfer. In order to continue and paint this transfer, I'm going to use these watercolor pencils and also watercolor crayons. If you want to watch the whole process with more details, check out the link below. This video is titled Semi-Abstract, and it's the second one on the list. Okay, so in the next lovely video, we're going to use acrylic inks, photo transfer, and tissue or transparent paper. Granted, I'm not an expert on using acrylic inks, which I think you'll clearly see in this video. I can't be an expert on everything, right? As I often do, I started with the collage background, and I'm actually using papers I made using my gel plate. In the full video, I actually show how I made these collage papers using the gel plate. The next step is a little trickier, as I use the gel plate for the actual photo transfer. And basically I transfer the photo onto a tissue paper. And then I simply mounted the photo transfer on tissue over the collage background. Okay, so now it was time to paint, and I decided to use acrylic inks. This was my first time using inks, so I wasn't even sure I was using them correctly. But obviously I didn't let it stop me. If you want to watch the whole process with more details, check out the link below. This video is titled Gel Transfer and Acrylic Inks, and it's number 3 on the list. In the next tutorial, we're going to see how we can transfer our photos or images using only acrylic paint, which is very unique and fun and obviously a colorful transfer medium. And it's actually my very favorite medium to use. And I don't just say it. It is my favorite. Okay, so let's start the transfer. I'm going to use a lot of paint, not only because I like it to be colorful, but it also transfers better when there's a lot of paint involved. If you want to watch the whole process with more details, check out the link below. This video is titled Acrylic Paint Transfer, and it's number 4 on the list. In this one, we're going to make 3 photo transfers on wood. We will paint our first transfer with watercolors, and the second one will be painted with acrylics, while the third one is not going to be painted at all. This way, we'll be able to see which one we like best. But yeah, it will be fun to see which one we like best, the watercolors, acrylics, or not painted at all. As always, started with the collage background, except this time I was making 3 of them and trying to make them as similar as possible. And of course, next we're going to do 3 photo transfers of the same photo. Then I painted the first one with watercolors. And the next one I painted with acrylics. If you want to see which one I like best, check out the link below. This video is titled 3 Transfers, and it's number 5 on the list. Some people like my photo transfers when I don't paint them at all, but that defeats the purpose for me. I have to paint them. I just have to paint them. Bottom line, paint whatever you want, however you want, and use whatever materials you want. Watercolors, acrylics, oils, pastels, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy. I think currently acrylics make me the happiest. I love acrylics the best. So that's probably what I'm going to use more often. Sometimes I like to use watercolors for certain pieces, but usually I prefer acrylics. I don't know. I like the texture. Maybe that's what it is. In this one, we're going to see how we can create art and transfer our photos using essential oils. In this video, I actually show 3 different ways to use essential oils for image transfer. And what I really love about this process is the soft and dreamy images this process produces. It produces really nice, soft images, and they're just lovely. Very charming. Here is what oil transfers look like. They are soft and quite lovely. So yeah, basically we're going to transfer this photo using 100% essential oils. So yeah, it's quite a simple process. Check it out below. This video is titled Oil Transfer and it's number 6 on the list. So for the next video, we're actually going back to the basics, to the very basics of photo transfer. And not only we're going to see a very basic way to transfer our photos, we're actually going to use an image that was printed with an inkjet printer. Not laser, it's going to be an inkjet printed photo. So if you don't have an access to a laser printer or a photocopy machine, this tutorial video is just for you. I made it especially for you. You're welcome. I like to call this basic inkjet transfer the 5-minute transfer because practically that's all it takes. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And now let's paint it. So yes, it's quite a simple process, and in the video I also show how to transfer a color inkjet photo. So check out the link below. This video is titled Basic Image Transfer and it's number 7 on the list. So yes, that was the year that it was, 2024. Bye-bye 2024. Obviously, I didn't include all the videos and art that we made through 2024, but I will put everything in the list below this video and I'll try to make it as clear as possible so you can find any techniques, any video you're interested in. I'm gonna try make it as easy as possible for you. I hope you too had a very creative year in 2024 and now you're looking forward to another creative one. Have a happy new year and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! with an inkjet printer, not laser. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to use whatever. What is it? This video is sponsored by me and my bestseller books. This one, we're going to make 3 blah, blah, blah. Okay, art from my videos. Oops. They're very charming.